Hi, hi, sweetheart. Um, okay, wow, this is not what it looks like. Okay, I swear to you, I was not expecting you home so early. Okay. First off, honey, calm down, sweetheart. It's okay. I promise. I am not packing a suitcase. Well, okay, I'm packing a suitcase. I am packing a suitcase. I'm not leaving you. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not leaving you. There's nothing bad between us. Don't freak out. It's okay. I'm just, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about our trip to Paris. And I know it's a month away, but I got excited and, I expected you to be out for more of the evening. And I thought, well, let me see about the. I have my imagination too, okay? And I like to play sometimes too. And I'm a dork and you can laugh at me for it, but there it is. So again, I was not packing to leave you. I'm being honest. I Everything's fine between us. This is the opposite of me leaving. I'm excited to share this dream vacation with you. Go to Paris. You know what? If you have any doubts at all, you can look at my phone. It's right there on the bed. Just take a look at what I've been browsing. No, I haven't been browsing. I'm not trying to cover for anything. I'm just really excited, baby. I'm just really excited. Okay? Okay, well, hang on. Take a look at the phone. You see that? Yeah, Paris stuff. Disneyland Paris stuff. Okay. You feel better? I know. I'm sorry that you walked in on that. I'm sorry it gave you the wrong idea. I can only imagine how your heart must have been all the way up in your throat thinking that your man's walking out on you. You feel a little bit better now? Well, I didn't think I needed to tell you because this was all going to be put away by the time you got home. You yourself told me you were not going to be home until probably close to 9, right? It's 6:30. So I thought I had plenty of time. I was going to do this. I was going to look at stuff online, some pictures, and maybe like come up with some walking routes that we could do together to go see some of the sites that we wanted to in Paris. And I was going to look at the metro map and get all excited and geek out about that. And then I was going to like maybe, I don't know, play that one Assassin's Creed game that's like set in Paris in the French Revolution. I don't know. I'm a dork. You know this. Can I have a hug and a kiss now that you're home? Okay, here. Mm-mm. Get back here. That was not. Okay, well, that was a kiss. That was not enough kisses. Come here. Mm. 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 Welcome home. And it was not what you thought it was when you first walked in. Okay? So, how'd your thing go? No, I don't mind at all that you had some time with him. Baby, it's important for you and I to have parts of our life that aren't just wrapped up in each other. I don't mind you going out and having some fun with your friends. Did you cut it short on my account? Like, did you feel you had to come home to me or wrap it up for my sake? Oh, really? So the place you guys wanted to go to is closed Mondays? Well, that's a bummer. So, are you guys going to go like later this week or something? Okay. So, question for you then. Why didn't you tell me you were coming home? Baby, that's really sweet. That really is sweet that you wanted to surprise me that way. Sorry it turned into a bad surprise for you though. You wanna take a look at what I've been doing? What I've been looking at and figuring out? All right. Okay, so check this out. Um, hang on. So my tablet right here. Okay. So let me zoom out a little bit. So this is Paris, obviously. And that marker right there, that's our hotel where we're going to be staying. Okay. And all right, so I looked and it's just down the road from the metro station, like a block or a little more than a block, but not, it's like a 3-minute walk. It's totally doable. And I've heard things about the Paris metro system that it can be a little bit confusing to figure out. Like, I guess for tourists, you can't just buy a little prepaid card. You have to buy the little tickets, and so that's obnoxious. But we'll look at it when we get there. But if we have to do that, we have to do that. I've heard you can buy them in packs though, so that you don't have to just buy them every single time you're going to go on a ride. Yeah, every time you're going to ride the subway. Okay, I've got Disney on my brain. I'm thinking about going on rides. You can buy the subway tickets in a pack so that you don't have to buy a new one every time that you're going to ride the subway. Fair? Okay. So, well, the first day that we're there, I was thinking, okay, this is all tentative. Okay, we don't have to do it just because I'm saying it, but this is, I kind of got wrapped up in my head and thought about, well, this would be fun, this would be great. All right, so what if we took the subway over to, where's the Arc de Triomphe? Okay, so there's a metro station right there. Okay, so it's pretty close to the Arc. And then, okay, like I had never really realized this, that if you go down from the Arc, you go straight down here, you got the Champs-Élysées, and then you got the Place de la Concorde, and then you got the Tuileries Gardens, and the Louvre at the far end. And it's like a straight shot right down there. And so I was thinking that we could either, like, depending on time, we could walk down that, or we could just subway down to the Place, because I do want to see where Marie Antoinette and King Louis, lost their heads, and kind of the whole nation lost their heads. Not, okay, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant that they kind of went a little bit, they were exuberant in their revolutionary fervor. That's what I meant to say. And, okay, so then the gardens if we want to, or, okay, something else we could do, hop on the subway again, right there, and we could come out pretty close to the Eiffel Tower. And they do river boat cruises right there from like just right close to the foot of the tower. You see that? Okay, let me zoom in here. You see, hang on, let me go to the satellite view. Okay, you see all those boats right there? So all of those are river cruise boats, apparently, that take you up and down the river. And I know that there's going to be like a lot of construction and stuff around the around Notre Dame right now because of like the restoration works going on, but like they take you apparently down around that island there that it's on, so you can at least see from a distance, even if we can't go into the cathedral for years and years. But we could go do that. And then what day do we have? We have Disneyland Paris tickets for the very next day, right? Okay, so I looked at that. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's hard to get me to plan because I get a little bit overwhelmed by it. But then I don't know, it's just the way my mind works. When I get into the groove, I'm like gung-ho. I'm really excited about it. I want to plan all the details. Okay. So, and again, this is all tentative. Well, except for the Disneyland Paris tickets because, like, you had to buy those already, right? But they have a train that goes directly from, like, we would connect. Okay, we'd hop on the metro right there close to our hotel, and we go down to here. And in that station right there, we can connect over to a different train that takes us all the way, like, right to Disneyland Paris. Like, there is a station right there, right at the park. How cool is that? Okay. So, um, I'm just really excited, sweetheart, because this is like the vacation of a lifetime. How many people dream of this? Well, I know it's Disney and I've been to like Disneyland and stuff, but this is Disneyland Paris. Like, how awesome is that? I never thought I would go there in my whole life. And now I get to go. And I mean, this is a vacation of a lifetime, sweetheart. I'm just so excited. Okay. So I was thinking I'd like to try to get there early, like right when the park opens. And I was looking at the forecasted weather, and I know it's really tentative this far out, but the time of year we're going, it's supposed to be about as hot as Paris gets. So it might be a little bit toasty. And, okay. So what I was thinking is like kind of a plan of attack. So if we go down Main Street and left right here, see on the map of Disneyland Paris right there. So right there to the left, see there's the Haunted Mansion, which like that's just like a classic ride, okay? And they got the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad right there. And then there's Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, so this is laid out a bit differently than like Disneyland in California that I'm used to from when I was a kid. But Pirates right there, I mean, we absolutely have to go on that. And I've heard that since they made the movies, like they've put Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates ride. So I think that's going to be really cool to see. And then, okay, so there's a few other rides over there. And then when it's lunchtime, I looked at the restaurants. There's a bunch of restaurants, and whatever you want, we can do. But since we're going to be in the area, I'm just going to put in there, like, they've got this Mexican restaurant right over here by this Indiana Jones roller coaster, I guess, that's supposed to have these really good burritos, like super good. And so I was thinking maybe we could get that if you're up for it. I mean, we'll see how we feel after rides. If we don't want to have like heavy Mexican burritos that might not sit well with our stomachs when we go whipping around on other rides, that could be fine too. And then, there's Fantasyland here, and I've heard that I read that this Alice in Wonderland walkthrough thing is pretty cool. A lot of people said like mazing, like AMAZE-ING, like mazing, like that's clever to write it that way. I guess it's a maze, and so that might be fun. We could get a little bit lost, but I'm pretty sure that kids get through there just fine, and I think we'll be all right. Okay. Peter Pan's Flight, from what I've read, often has some pretty gnarly lines, so we might want to like just take a look at the app and be flexible because it like shows current wait times, and maybe that can help us to get on there without having to wait too long. And then over on the other side here, so this is weird because I remember Tomorrowland from Disneyland. They don't have that. They have Discoveryland, which, okay, so I read a little bit about that. It kind of makes sense because, the thing with like Tomorrowland at Disneyland is it was what they imagined the future looked like back in the 50s when they opened the park. And it kind of looks like cheesy sci-fi B-movie retro futuristic now. So I think that they did a good job of like this Discoveryland, I guess, has a more fantastical sci-fi, like nobody actually expects the future to look like this, which I think can work in their favor here because, yeah, it's going to just go over better than something that's like, oh, this is what the future looked like, except not really. Like it's the Jetsons, except not as awesome or whatever. So, and so I think that's going to be a pretty full day. It's going to be a really fun day. And I would like at some point, if they do one of those shows over there in front of the castle, I would like us to try to make a point of getting over there. And then the next day, I mean, there's some other stuff I was looking at. I really, really, really want to see the catacombs. I don't think it sounds creepy though. From what I've heard, they are like, it's almost like a sacred place, like it's almost reverent. It's, from what I've heard, it's really respectful of the dead, not creepy, not scary. So if you're up for that, I've heard it's a lot of stairs down and back up. And speaking of stairs down and up, the Pantheon right here, I would love to go and go up to the top. And I know it's a million stairs. I may have priced out tickets, but yeah, maybe. I may have priced them and saved a shopping cart on my phone just in case you said it was okay. And then, okay, so since Notre Dame is being, put back together again, Saint-Chapelle, right there on the same island, is another really beautiful, stunning cathedral that I'd like to go see if you're up for it. And I'm up for whatever else you want to do there, too. Like I said, this is all just, I've been rambling for 15 minutes now. I love you too, baby. And I'm glad you think I'm so cute. Tell me, what are you excited to do there? Are you telling me that for once I have out-researched you? Okay. Well, why don't we do this? I'm going to unpack my suitcase. Why don't you think a little bit, and you can tell me what you're excited to put on our itinerary, okay? Hey, thank you for doing this trip with me. This is going to be the trip of a lifetime, and sweetheart, there is no one I would rather take this trip with than you. Thank you, baby. I love you.